Dagnabbit. I haven't built a model kit in a while, and my backlog has gone back. So I thought I'd start with the newest one that I got because that makes more sense, right? But man, this is freaking awesome. So I thought, man, I paid a lot of money for this at the Player's Choice, 29.95. But then I went online when I got home to USA Gundam. This is the normal price, or no, actually, this is the sale price they were having for Memorial Day weekend or Labor Day weekend. Sorry, I get those two holidays mixed up. So I was like, no, if 29.95 is their sale price, I guess I didn't do too bad. Now, see, back in the day when we, Ling and I, my friend back in the day, um, my best friend was, yes, he was Vietnamese. Uh, anyway, he was secret Asian man. That was his joke, not mine. There was Hungates, and you can tell what the price was because these numbers right here had a hyphen, and afterwards they had like 4 digits. And if it was like 1,400, then we should know it was $14 in Japan, which means Hungates would have it for $28 because they always double the yen price, even though it was, if it was 1,400 yen, it'd probably be about $10 really in Japan or whatever. We didn't have the internet back then, so we had to make do. This is the red Gundam from the new cute. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I haven't seen the cartoon yet or the anime, but I like to build the new ones, especially. I wanted the white one, but they didn't get the white one in, so I was like, well, actually, when I saw this, I was like, I like this. It reminds me a lot of my favorite Sazabi, and it also kind of reminds me of the Krobe. I don't know what his real name was, but I just called him Krobe all the time. Back when I first got into Gundam, it was like in the late 80s, and I just started, or was it early 90s? But I just know that I didn't know anything about the anime. I just thought somebody's making some cool looking robots, and I wanted to build them. I thought they were fantastic. And Ling introduced me to this whole thing because he lived in the city and I lived in the country. And when I go over and hang out with him, we would go to the mall because he lived right behind the mall. And he showed me these model kits that, I don't know, he and Jeremy found. Jeremy was his friend that went to his school. We knew each other from not the school, obviously, because I was in a country school. But anyway, so he was talking about these kits by Bandai, which I guess now is pronounced Bondi. I don't know. Evidently, I don't know anything. I've been pronouncing it wrong all my life. But here are the things. You get a lot of little pieces to put together. You also have some slide decals, which I've always said decals, but I guess it's decals. I don't know how to pronounce anything. I'm from the country and we like it like that. I know the songs like it this way, but I'm not sure which way we're talking about there. But we also get this massively huge instruction book, and that's why I'm thinking I ain't got enough room on this table. Now, I like to do this stuff outside, but it's too dang hot today. My gosh, the heat is back. I woke up hoping it'd be nice and cold outside. Open that door, let some fresh air get in, let the cats go in and out as they please. Whew, no, I opened that door. I was like, ugh, it's soupy outside. Summer's back again. After he gave us a break for about a week. The summer people, yes. All right, so we got Red Gundam, Red Rum. Tweezers sold separately. Well, I should hope so. I guess it's showing Americans how to put it together. I just kind of evolved my own method of doing it. And I thought about doing this without having to, watch the screen and just watch a movie or something while I'm putting it together. Like, back in the day, I'd watch TV or whatever and put these together. Or if I was over at Ling's house, we would put them together. To this day, I still wish I would have got the same Gundam he got, but I was like, this is a little expensive for me. Here's your beam sabers. He got the Mark II Musha Gundam, which after that, I never saw it again. It was so rare and so popular. And it was really cool. I got the F91, so it had to be around 1991. That may have been my second one, though. I can't remember. It's been so long. And I'm looking for the numbers of the things. Even though I really can't spread out. I was going to get something to put on the table, but now I got all this other junk on the table. That's letter C. This is letter B. Letter A. This is letter A. I try to put my alphabetical order, make it a little bit easier to find them. Because sometimes you just ain't got a clue looking at the colors of them. There's letter B. So letter C is going to go to the middle. which right now is better because there's not that much room on this table. All right, letter E and C and D. There we go, C, D, E. H, stickers, which I personally hate, but you got to put them on the eyes. You just got to. Letter G goes before H. What in the world? Well, this is officially letter A, so sometimes there's two A's. And letter F. F, G, H. All right, not much room, but we can do this. We can get her done. The head is letter A, 28. Now, nobody call out bingo because that'll get me confused. All right, A, 28. I really should have kept my thumbnail. 27, 28. Oh, dear goodness, that's small. Okay, and then once you put a sticker on that, yeah, if I sneeze, I'll lose this. I swear, these things have gotten smaller and smaller over the years. All right, so A28, and you're supposed to put a sticker number, yeah, forget it, I'm not even gonna try. And then there's F. All right, so F is the pretty color. This is very Sazabi color. The Sazabi had the pink plates, and I painted it and painted it and painted it red because I hated this color, but whatever. All right, I'm guessing it's gonna be this piece. F4, no, it's this piece. And then we are gonna use F5 eventually, so. Oh gosh, we gotta go back to A again. There's a piece on A. Here's A5 for later. It's pretty easy to tell which A5 is. Yep, I definitely should have kept my thumbnails. All right, so here's A5. Oh my gosh. You ever have ADHD and wonder what the heck I'm looking at? I don't know how I'm gonna get any of this stuff in here. My fingers are too fat for this. Okay, so I'm gonna know that I gotta squeeze this into here. Okay, I got it backwards. Holy guacamole. All right, I got that piece on there. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. A29. Looks like a bunch of cables. Here it is. Oh my gosh. I can barely, even with glasses on, I can't see these things. Should have got the wire cutters out so I can snap out this whole piece and then get a hold of it better. I figure I'll do a live stream now, and then when the battery goes dead, then just pull in the I don't like cutting something this small because I'm afraid I'm gonna cut off the wrong part. And it probably says, yeah, it says do not cut, but I can't. I'm not gonna risk taking a bunch of tab pieces with me. All right, there's some trash. Should have brought the trash can over here. All right, so the back of this thing goes like this. Oh, okay, all right, got it. All right, so it tells you from the side angle, this is what it's gonna look like. A6 and B18. Okay, B18 looks like a little red thing. B18. This piece right here. Make sure, because it. All right. Back in the day, the heads were just like two pieces with a piece in the middle. Basically, that's how it was. They've gotten way more complicated. And then A6 is gray. This teeny tiny piece right here. I was just telling somebody the other day that, oh no, you don't understand. Building is fun. It is. You get a feeling of accomplishment afterwards, I can tell you that much. All right, so you have to put this piece on this piece first. It just makes me long to have a younger eyes like I used to have and smaller hands or teeny tiny fingers, evidently. Oh well, darn my huge hands. My hands are huge. All right. Now, I just noticed that that's probably the eyepieces. So, but the next piece is actually the eyepieces. So I don't know what this is. So the back of the head is all I know. There's so many pieces. I cannot understand how there's this many pieces in a head. Okay, the next piece is like a purple clear piece, and it's, oh, no, it's blue. And that's it, 822. And here's where you need to put some stickers on. Why can't they make one sticker like they used to? You used to one sticker was all it took. Oh my gosh, that little thing right there. Where's my tweezers at? I can't do this without tweezers. All right, I gotta get my kit out. I have a model kit out in the car, actually. Okay, so there's 2 sets of 2 and 2 sets of 1. I guess in case you lose them while trying to get them on there. I'm telling you right now, this is a lot easier with tweezers. All right, not beyond impossible though. I got that one on, honestly. I couldn't believe that. Used to, you'd have one piece you put across the thing, and then the mask in front would fix the eyes, whatever. And all this does is give it shine. That's all it does. I mean, you could just use a paint pen if you had it. All right, now this goes into the mask. I'm sure the eyes are off, but whatever. Like that. Make sure the sticker doesn't stick to me. I think the sticker, it's now in a different place. It keeps migrating. Whatever. I should have started with an easier kit. You know, the entry grades are nice. They're a lot easier to do. No, the blue eye went back to where it was. Okay, I know you can't see this unless you're watching on a widescreen TV. Here is the face. That's so complicated. That's crazy. All right, we're not done yet. That's just the face. I got to put the pieces on to make it to the head. All right, we need F1 and F2 to go on the sides of the head. And let's see, this is F, and that's F1 and F2. I thought looking right at it, I was like, that's got to be F1 and F2. F1, F2. All right. F2, it goes on this little, right there. Wow. It makes the ball of it. That's unusual. Usually it's a polycap. All right, now we're going to use A34 for the left, or his right, my left. A33. A34. I think the head's just the hardest part. It's so tiny. A33. Here they are, way over here. All right, A33 is going to be on this side. Okay. Because they look so much. These are so hard to tell apart. Okay. And we got to get the V fin after this, so make sure I get the correct orientation on this. Okay, this goes forward. Like that. Now, this is only, this is an HG, but I swear they are becoming way more complicated. If you get an HG from my not childhood, these didn't exist in my childhood. Well, I guess technically they did, but they didn't exist in my knowledge. If you get one from when I first started building these back in the early 90s, late 80s, HG then is nothing like HG now. This is more like perfect grade, but tiny. All right, we got those on. Now we got, seriously, I've done a few videos of older stuff I built. Next piece is a F3. That's the fin panel, the right there, the antenna. It says don't cut it, but there's certain things I gotta cut, 'cause otherwise it's gonna tear the antenna off. All right, oops, put the F back up there. No, I'm not cussing. I'm just saying the F thing. See my thumbnail? I should have kept it. All right, the V fin goes up here. And there's the head. So how many minutes did it take just to do the head? 15 minutes. Like I said, back in the day, you had to put together, there was a thing inside for the eyes. You put a big sticker across the whole thing, put the mask on, and then put the helmet on the side, and you were done. It was like 4 pieces. That's insane. It looks nothing like what I'm used to seeing. All right, let me put it in a place where I won't lose it. Usually, see, if I have a bigger table, I can put things in here as I finish them. But I'm afraid if I put it up too high, cats can come in here and knock it over. I only have 1 cat in the house right now. I think, nope, midnight went out. Do I have any cats in the house? All right, you ready to pump you up? That's right. We're going to work on our bodies now. That's right. We're going to get the A9 and A10 with the E in the middle, and we're going to pump you up. All right, so parts A9 and A10 are halves of, it looks like the pelvis or the middle section of where most people have abs and I don't. There it is, A9. It's going to pump you up. You're bodybuilding today. Yeah, my doctor says I need to start building my body more. So here I am building a body. I mean, he didn't say mine, I don't think. I think he just said build, I need just some bodybuilding. So here we go, I'm building a body. E1. What color is that? It's like marmalade or something. Not many pieces in this color, though. That's a red. All right, so this piece, and see, it's got little diagrams on here, like make sure that this is going forward. So I got to orient it correctly. Okay, here's the thing on the side, the 2 little pipelines. All right, so it's like this, and crap, I don't know which one was a whatever. I think this is correct. That goes in there first. Yeah, because this has got a ball on it on the bottom. So I think this is the, like the ab area. That could be where the head goes in. I'm not sure though. These look so different from the earlier Gundams. It's like hard to tell. Now I'm seeing the harness going on, or the collar going on right now. A2 is the back, and then B8. A2 is this piece right here. It's pretty clear that that's what it is. Okay. B2, it says to do it second, so that means the other one's going to be trapped in it probably. B1 with the universe. No, don't do that. Something tells me this is not a B if that's B1. Hold on. I'm looking over it. The letters should be right here, shouldn't it? Don't tell me I snapped the oh, here it is right here, the letter. Used to it was on this thing, I thought. I don't know. Let me see. B17. Oh, no, it's not B1. It's just telling you to do this first. B8 is what it is. Oh, that is definitely not the piece. B8 looks like it right there. Okay, now I can swing it around, get it off. All right. I was about to say, where's the head at? I'm like, oh yeah, I took the head off. Let me make sure this is correct before I pat it down. Yep. So that's why this has got to go on first, and then that tab is part of this thing. That's why you got to do the order that it shows you do it. Back in the day, they didn't have any English instructions here, but you could still follow it. I mean, it was pretty easy. You just, the numbers are not, you know, in different languages, and they use ABCs, not their katakana or hiragana. I mean, there's definitely like Gundam. Why does it keep saying Gundam over and over again? What else is it going to be? All right, and then B20. And then, I wonder if it has a B52 on here. The Love Shack. Oh, it only goes up to 41. Then I want to sing the Love Shack when I say the B52. All right, here's number 20. Let me double check. Yep. Sometimes I'll think I got the number and it's, nope, we got the wrong number. Okay, snap those off. Ouch. Come on. finger on my steak. It's getting too close. All right, it's this orientation still. Okay, there we go. I see people popping on all the time. They probably hop on and going, man, this is boring. Cool. I'd rather watch TV anyway. A21. One thing I would like for them to do is like have all the bodies come from, like all pieces come from this B. They did this on one kit. Like all of this be the right arm, all of this be the left arm, and then you could throw that away and or recycle. That's what I would do. I put in the recycle bin. Speaking of which, I don't have enough to go to the recycling place today, so I'll go to the recycling place tomorrow, which is a Saturday, I know. But we also don't have tourism right now, so, well, we do have tours. My gosh. The beach this morning, there was like cars. There was like 1,000 cars, and one person's, I mean, they must be having a wedding or something. All right, A21 right here. It wasn't a lot of people on the beach, but I was like overwhelmed by the bugs this morning, so I was like, I'm done. I am so done. All right, so this goes on after D3. A, B, C, D. D3. All right, let's see. The orientation is like this. D3 is down here. I got it upside down, so it's this part right here. Whew. And then there's this other harness that goes on top of it. They want me to put a sticker on it. Let me put it on there first and see if I want to put a sticker on there. Sometimes I guess some of the stickers have to be put on there. You can't. It just doesn't look right without it. Okay. That little piece, yeah, I could probably put a sticker on there. It's number 1. I'm being blinded by the sticker light. There's no way. That's definitely not number 1. All right, I'm confused because number 1's the I. Why would you put the I right there? I don't know. I think we'll be fine without it. Now we're about to put the arm things on, so it's got butterfly joints. Okay. So we got B9 and B10, but I'm going to pull off one at a time. And we got the poly joints. Where to put the poly joints? Because I put them in the middle since they're... Here it is. Are the poly joints? They're all the same. That's weird. Or poly caps, whatever. Okay. B9. Sounds like I'm asking somebody to be my Valentine's. B9. Will you be 9? No, I'm going to be not 9. I'm not going to be B9. Okay, that's this side. There, pop it out. That's this side. Poly joints. Okay. Poly joints going here first. Now the first one's always hardest, but I always found that if you put them on there first and then stick them in, it's a lot easier. Otherwise it gets rolling across the floor. So it's got like a butterfly joint in there. This will be tiny when I get done. It's amazing how much smaller they are now. So what I do is I stick it on there first and then pull it off. It's just a lot easier. My own personal humble opinion. All right, there we go. All right, we're still building. Okay, so we got the upper torso done. Okay, so we can actually put the head on now if I want to. And I want to because it's too small. It's going to roll on the floor, and then my poor meatball will roll out the door. So I'm going to put the head on now. These are smaller than freaking Transformer ones. These are about the size of this guy right here. Look at this. He's 8 centimeters tall. He's smaller than a regular G.I. Joe guy. But he is going to have like a longer... These are kind of like Evangelions is what people compare these to. This series, which I'm not a fan of Evangelion, but I can see the slenderness of it. All right, I need A8. These are starting to get on top of each other. That's not good. All right, I need A8 for this. There's a bug flying around me. Okay, this is his middle torso. And then more A's. All right, I'm going to need F after this. There it is, F. And then F14 and F15, which is right here. This is F15. This is the correct orientation for this. Something's not right. Hold on. This is this way. Let me try the other one first. Oh, it goes under it. I was trying to make it go across it. Okay. So it goes under it. These two combine. And then B21 and B41, which are different colors. So it used to be these were like based by colors. So B21's right there. And B41 is right here. I'm not sure what they are basing it on now. Like I said, I wish they would have like all of the same, like you use the legs all from the same tree and all the arms from the same tree and whatever. That way you can just not have so much spread out here. All right, so for this one, we have to put the red harness thing down first. And then this piece goes like this. Yep, those three things go together. And that collapses all that. Oh boy. All right, so we got, for some reason, there's the red color. There's one on this and one on the other. I don't know why they would do that. All right, so here's A1, not the steak sauce. Okay, see at this point, this is where I like to start tearing this stuff off and throw in the trash can or recycling bin, which is the same thing basically. God, it's so tiny, I better be careful. All right, so A1 goes here. And then D2 is right here. There's only one more piece on D, and that'll be way at the end because the weapons usually come last. So, see, like all this, it's really, it's probably start snapping it and cutting it away. But the battery will probably go dead soon or something will happen and it won't matter. All right, so now we're about to fuse the chest together and the lower torso together. All right, there's his upper body without the pelvis. So I'm amazed at how small these are. My older ones, about 10 inches tall. These things, half that size. Now, I remember when they first started doing that with V Gundam, and Chris, who was the guy who worked at the Hungates, he said, it's like any technology, it shrinks over time because you can get smaller things. Think about a machine and how it's gotten like a radio. It got smaller, smaller, smaller. You know, I was like, well, yeah, but it seems like they're just getting cheaper, cheaper, cheaper is what they're doing. But they wanted to keep it all on the same scale, so a F1 or a 144 scale is the same scale but different sizes. So we got to do the right arm, which involves B pieces. B4 and B2. Here's B4 and B2. It's hard to get a leverage on this one. Okay, so this one goes down. They're saying don't clip off that little teeny tiny nub right there, which you probably can't see unless you're on a widescreen TV. Like I'm talking to myself anyway. This is exactly why I should cut my fingernail. I like to pick at these things and kind of like basically shave them off. All right, F13. They want me to put a sticker on F13. Yeah, maybe when I get my Q-tip, or not Q-tip, toothpicks. I don't even know where toothpicks are. I hardly ever use them. I think I have it all in my kit out in the car. I have my model kitting stuff out in the car. I have some paint stuff in here for some reason. Because, you know, like you have to paint your food all the time. Just kidding. Here's F13, and F11 is directly across from it, just not the way I was thinking it was. Here's F11 and F13. I like to put them in the orientation there on the picture. Okay. There's that piece. Oh my gosh, these pieces are tiny. I'm about to put on here. All right, let me put the B piece on first because it's bigger and I can see it. All right, B32. I went right to it. Can't believe that. My thumbs are gonna be sore by the end of this. Okay, this piece goes right in here. They say there's a sticker on it. I'm beginning to think I don't want to put any stickers on this stuff. All right, sticker number 20. Okay, so it's a not flat surface. I don't like putting stickers on not flat surfaces. All right, A31 goes on the front. This is a right arm, so technically it's the back. But for my orientation, it's the front. A31 is a teeny tiny sliver. Oh, wow, here they are. A31 on this side. And A32. I don't know how they're any different, but... wow, it just blended right in. All right, so... you know, it's saying, like, look here, be careful. I'm like, I can't even see what you're talking about. I don't know what it's asking me to do. All right, oh, I see. So in here, there's little creases, and this is the side that I need to turn around because this one doesn't have the indentias in it. It's incredibly hard to explain because I can't even barely see it. But I can see it. So like the little indentias are on this side. So the little gaps on this thing need to be facing toward them, which is this side. So like this. Wow, whoa. All right, there's the shoulder. Now we're about to do F19, F8 around no, it looks like polycavity, it's not. F19 on the left. F8 on the right. And then A23, which is this teeny weeny piece right here. Okay, I do see the little thing that they're talking about. Be careful. I wish they showed. Okay, it's over here on the other side. All right, so it gives it some limitation to its range. But can you go away, Nat? You're annoying me, Nat. All right, there's the arm. And now we're about to put F7 on, which is this cuff link. Okay, there's two F7s, so... And a yellow piece from E, so E4. Okay, there's a difference between 3 and 4, I guess. Ah, gnat, away, bug off. All right, and of course you got to follow the whole thing. It says, watch out, the longer piece is on the bottom. Okay, so there's his thing, and then we're gonna put the polycap on with this orientation right here. Okay, now there is a B34. B34. So there's two B34s, so either one is fine. Ooh, I thought it flicked it toward me. And then F6. God, I can't get this up. Oh, let me use like a ramp here. It's flat. Okay, it's got a D top to it, so just pay attention how you put it on. Man, something that tiny. All right, now we're doing B11, which is kind of pinkish. And it looks like it's part of its shoulder. B11's right here. And then B23, which is kind of half of it. All right there. Okay, it tells you to do the B1 first, because it's the only one that had the longer piece. And this really is just going to cap it off right there. Like that. And then we got the shoulder. And we got the right arm. Now we're making the fist out of the C parts. C15 goes with C13. I really miss the rubber polycap hands. Those were so much better in my opinion. And C15. See, this is why I wish I was watching a TV show, because I'm really getting bored talking to myself here. Nobody's going to watch this afterwards, so. Okay, yeah, because there's his fingers. All right, we got the left arm, or the right arm done. I'm going to put it on here, even though I probably should wait for some other kind of armor piece. So, he's not much bigger than Micro Man. And I'm pretty sure Superhuman Samurai could kick his butt. And Bumblebee is bigger than him. Dang, these are small. I cannot believe it. These used to be like 7-10 inches tall. This is like tinier than a oh man, I paid $30 for this little teeny tiny thing, but hey, it's the experience is the main thing. All right, that was all for the left or the right arm. Now we're doing the left arm. So starting back at the B3, B5, B3. Looks like I can get rid of most of that. So I need the finger, or not the finger cutters, the wire cutters in here. Snip, snippy, snip. There, I just like to do that as I go. Okay, orientation this time this way, and the ball goes this way as well. Okay, now we're doing the shoulder pieces. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing stickers on that. That's too crazy. All right, F10 on this side, F12 on the other, which F12 is pretty easy to see. It's bigger. See, as you get going, you start getting rid of pieces. Ow, my leg. Ow, ow, ow. I had it bit too long that went away. How long have I been sitting here, guys? I'm starting to get rigor mortis. Yeah, I've been dead for a long time. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to use a itsy bitsy teeny weeny little polka dot bikinis. A31 goes on the right. Okay, A31. A32 goes on the left. I don't want to get those mixed up. God, they blend in so well I can't even see them. All right, hold on. Orientation correct. All right, just pay attention to where the little divots are. Rotate accordingly and pop in. All right, let's get those in, and then we have to do B33. B33 bomber. All right, so B33 is right here. B33, won't you B33? All right, after we get the other piece off, we can probably take some more pieces off of there. All right, orientation this way. Got lots of extra pieces hanging off of it. All right, leave that one alone for now. We got F9, F20. F9's right here. F20 is the bigger piece on the other side. And then the middle piece is A23. Okay, so the 23s are exactly the same. Makes sense. Okay, it says pay attention to the little pieces here. I got it upside down, so right here. Double check. All right, good. And then let's put this correctly on. Okay, my spine's starting to collapse from being sitting too long. How many minutes am I in here? See, there's a crack on this screen, so I can't tell if it's been 3 minutes and 7 seconds, or I'm gonna guess it's more than 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm starting to get dizzy. Let's get it done with this arm, and then we'll take a break. Okay, plus I'm sure the camera's probably melting down by now. There. Okay, F7. F7 goes in the front like this. All right, B34 is going to be one of those little ring things. B34 is right here. And it's facing this way. And here's the part I don't want to sit down too long because it gets stuck to the ground. It's F6. It's a teeny weeny piece. Here it is. There you go. All right, let me make sure I got the orientation correct. Here it is. All right. And then we got B12 and B24, and then that whole area can be collapsed and taken off. Yeah, see that red part right there? Just snap it off and get rid of this. It just makes it less stuff on the desktop. I wish there was a way to melt down this plastic and use it like in a 3D printer or something. Would it be cool? Like a 3D printing recycling thing, Bob? All right, hold on. Let me check the orientation right. This way. This thing comes up and grabs it right there. And I'm getting so tired. All right, like that. Okay, it's front this way. Turn this around. And this time we could choose one. Pikachu, I choose you. No, I'm gonna pick the fist hand because I always do. So that's C. But it looks like there's a different back part to the hand, so I can build both hands. See, look at that. It looks like a Terminator hand. I'm not going to use this hand. I'm just cutting it out, though, because I want to make them both. And then get them out of the way. All right, so this one's this piece. I'm going to choose the hand, which is C14, C16. C14, here's C16. C14 is right there. My fingers are too fat. Right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna finish building this part though. C6, C6 run, run 6 run. So I will have an extra hand, and if I ever get a Terminator action figure without a hand, this will be perfect. Listen to me very closely. All right, so it's not the way I'm thinking of it. It's actually like this, so. All right, there we go. So we got talk to the hand. All right, and fusion. And it shows you right here to go ahead and connect all 3 to the torso. All right, I am taking a break before I get broken from sitting down too long, because, you know, one time I sat down too long and I broke my butt, and ever since then I've had a crack in it. It definitely has that look. It looks like Ideon. The face looks like Ideon for some reason. I could definitely see where they got the Eva concept they're thinking about. All right, I'll see you guys later. I might just go ahead and build it and then show the final results in a video. But oh my God, my left leg's asleep. Wakey, wakey. All right, have a good night. Bye. Or see y'all later. Thanks for anybody who watches later. Just let me know if I